Welcome to part 2 of this video tutorial on applying for a job with the BC Public Service. In part 1, you learned how to create an online account and how to add and edit a resume. In this part, you will learn how to search and apply for jobs with the BC Public Service, how to attach a cover letter, and how to complete an online questionnaire. Clicking on the Search Jobs button will bring up a list of the jobs that meet your search criteria. Selecting View All Jobs will display all jobs currently advertised by the BC Public Service. Please note, if you are not currently a BC Public Service employee, you will only see jobs that are open to external applicants. For each job opportunity, the ministry or organization, requisition number, job title, union status or affiliation, location, and opening and closing dates will be listed. Click on the job title to learn more about a specific job or to submit an application. The Job Details page gives you additional information about the job opportunity. Review this information, including the job summary. The job summary often describes the working environment. It lists the job requirements or qualifications, including required education and experience. The hiring manager will use this criteria to determine whether your background matches what is required to perform the job duties. Additional information about the job, such as the knowledge, skills, abilities, and competencies for the job are contained in the job profile, an attachment located at the bottom of the posting. If you have reviewed the job details and believe you meet the job requirements, you can click the Apply to this job button to proceed. From the Job Details page, you can also send to a friend if you think the job would be suitable for a friend or colleague. You are now at step 1 of applying for a job. Since we already created an account and added a resume, the information and resume we added is already in the application. Review and make any changes. For example, you may want to highlight your experience specific to the job you are applying for. When you are finished, click Next to continue or Finish Later. Finish Later saves your application to complete at a later time. You can also review and update your information in the Preview step later in the application process. In Step 2, you may be asked to complete a screening questionnaire. Not all competitions require a questionnaire. Depending on the competition, there may be yes/no questions, multiple choice questions, and essay questions to complete. Your responses to the screening questionnaire will determine whether you are considered further for the job. Read each question carefully, then provide complete and honest answers to each. Questions that ask where, when, and how are looking for specific details about your previous experiences. The length of the questionnaire and the time it takes to complete will depend on the job you are applying for. After you have completed the questionnaire, click Next to continue, or, if you need more time to answer the questions, click the Finish Later button to finish your application at a later time. The job posting will tell you if you are required to submit a cover letter with your application. If not, please skip this step. If a cover letter is required, we recommend that you create a simple, unformatted, plain text version. Use the Browse button to search for your letter, then click the plus sign to add it to your application. The content of your cover letter will now appear in the Cover Letter Contents box. You must provide a cover letter name. Consider using a name that you will recognize in the future. As with your resume, the text editor may have changed some of your formatting. Please review your cover letter and make any corrections needed before completing this step. When finished, Click Next to continue or Finish later. Your cover letter will be saved for you to use again. The next time you apply for a job in the BC Public Service, you can access it by scrolling to the bottom of the screen. All of the cover letters that you have previously uploaded to the recruitment management system will be stored in this list. In the last slide, we showed you how to browse and upload a new cover letter. If you would prefer to use a cover letter that is already in the system, you can go to the Actions column and select the check mark next to the cover letter you wish to attach to your application. Remember to review the content and make any changes. When finished, click Next. If this is the first time you are applying for a job, we will collect diversity information. Please read the information and select one or more of the statements from the drop-down box. You can use Shift and click to select multiple answers. Use the arrow to view the full list of available responses. In the future, you can use the Diversity Information tab, located in your account information, to update your responses. Click on your user account details or diversity information icon to update your information. On every application page, you have a number of options. You can click Previous to return to the previous menu or Next to continue to the next step. You can select Finish Later to save a partially completed application until later, skip step if the step is not required, or cancel if you decide not to apply for the job. The final step in the job application process is to preview your job application. Notice that if you want to change your cover letter, a handy Edit icon is located beside your cover letter. If you want to change information on your resume or your cover letter, you can use the Previous button to go back. When you are satisfied with your application, check the Finish button. When you click Finish, your application is submitted. If you have submitted your application correctly, a Thank you for applying message will appear on the screen. You will also receive an email advising you that your application is complete. At the bottom of the message, you can click on Continue to Resume Submission History to view your job applications. Your resume submission history shows jobs you have applied for. You can use the icon in the Actions column to remove yourself from consideration or withdraw from a competition. However, you will not be able to change your questionnaire responses. The Notifications tab is where you go to find messages and updates, including notifications related to the status of your job application. At any time, you can use the Career Center to update your information, create a job search agent, look at your submission history, and accept job offers from a hiring manager. The MyHR website has a link to a video tutorial called My Career Center, which can show you how to use these functions. You can request help at every stage in the process. Each screen contains a help button or question mark in the top right corner. You have three choices. They are Instructions on this page, Help on this page, and View FAQs. If you are a current BC Government employee, you will see a different screen. The information, however, will be the same. For example, your navigation will be on the left side instead of at the top of the screen. You can expand the Career Center menu by clicking the down arrow. Click My Resumes to view your resume and submission history. Click Job Search to see your job search options or use the Job Search box at the top of the page. Before we conclude, just a reminder that there are resources on the MyHR website that you can refer to when preparing your job application. A section on Featured Careers highlights careers within the BC Public Service. The website also provides information on how we screen and assess applicants in the BC Public Service. That concludes this video tutorial. Good luck and thank you for considering the BC Public Service in your job search. If you need help submitting an application, please contact the Hiring Centre at the address on the screen. You may wish to check out our other video tutorials and resources on the MyHR website.